How y'all doing today? Good morning. Darrell Bennett here, Come Back Swinging. I just want to say how grateful I am and honored to, one, be able to just share the message that I was able to share a little bit earlier. We're here in New York, down at Times Square, the middle of the National Action Network Conference. And they've, it's a blessing providing me with a room. I have a radio show that we do every third Saturday of the month, and it's called Comeback Swinging. You get a chance, go to comebackswinging.com. And so, I was just sharing today about where do we go from here. It's a live stream. I don't know if it was recorded. I got to find that out. So it may be just something that's out in the ether. But quickly, I want to share with you a little bit of what I shared with the audience. And what I talked about was Dr. King's last book he wrote in 1967. And it was called Where Do We Go From Here, Chaos or Community? And I want to really, I use this 30 minutes over the airways, not to draw more attention to the problem. God knows we have enough people talking about the problem, but to draw people to the solution. How do we move in purpose and power in order to make a great change and a great deliverance? And I gave three points that I'll really quickly give here. The first is that you're going to have to be proactive during this time. This is not a time to sit back. This is not a time to look at what everybody else is doing and say they could be doing this better or criticizing other folks. This is the time for you to engage. This is the time for you to use your platforms, your ability right where you are to begin to bring awareness, to use the fullness of your gifts and unlock that. Proactivity, that's what's going to win the day. Secondly, we've got to be organized. We spend so much time being divisive and talking about other people and what somebody bought with their money and this, and that, rather than focusing on what's important. For every fight that we fight that's not important, that's taken away our energy and our focus from what is important. And that's what the enemy wants. The enemy loves to keep people divided. That's what brings down companies. That's what brings countries down. Every great empire was always destroyed from within. It was never from without. They had strong militaries. They had great, powerful weapons. It's the inside. And so this is the time where we have to come back to community. We have to understand that our strength is not in just our intellect. It's not just even in our wisdom. It is in the strength of us in unity. A threefold cord cannot be easily broken. And the last thing that I talked about is that this is the time we have to be bold, courageous, and audacious. I want to speak against every timid spirit, every spirit of I'm not enough, I'm not worthy, I can't do it. I've already spoken vociferously against that spirit of hopelessness, because this is the time you have to be bold, because you're fighting a bold enemy. You're fighting an enemy that does not mind telling you exactly what it thinks and how it thinks. And this is the time that you must be bold. The righteous are as bold as lions. Bold people make change. Bold people make moves. Bold people are the ones that change nations. And this is the last thing that I wanted to say, and this is how I ended the broadcast. I talked about there being a difference between movers and shakers. People use them interchangeably, but they're not. People all the time talk about, I'm a mover, I make moves, I do this. Yes, but the question is, are you a shaker? The scripture talks about how there will become a time where heaven and earth will be shaken, so that everything is shaken, such that that which cannot be shaken won't be shaken. And it's a whole long thing. But the point is, some people are called to shake the world. They shake the world with their words. You can do more with words than you can with a gun. Ask Hitler. You can do more with words than you can with a gun. Ask Gandhi. You can do more with words than you can with a gun. Ask Dr. King. And so I've come to remind you that there is a shaker in you. Okay, it's nice to be a mover, but the question is, are you a shaker? And are you ready to shake the systems of this world so that way you can bring influence? My name is Darrell Bennett, and I want to give you a call to action. If you are a shaker, I want you to reach out to me. Go to DarrellBennett.com, DarrellBennett, or go to comebackswinging.com. I don't even have to spell it out. Come Back Swinging. We want to meet you. We want to know you. I have a team of people that I'm putting together. There's a team of us that are working to, and when I tell you, I know I've been called to shake the world. And so I am speaking into the lives of other people who've also been similarly called. Join us. You're at home. You're trying to figure out what's next. What do? I have this passion. I don't know how to unlock it. Reach out to us. I'm going to show you how we are shaking the world. You've been called. You've been purposed and you've been destined for such a time as this. Again, my name is Darrell Bennett, and I do wholeheartedly approve this message.